What's up, students? And tonight, as promised, I got my notebook and we're gonna dive in deep on Saturn. Now pay attention to the pictures I have in this presentation because they all tie together with what I'm talking about. Now, Saturn. Saturn is the inner Christos circuit. Let me explain. You see the pineal gland and the pituitary gland and the hypothalamus inside of your brain, when fully activated, visually resemble Saturn's rings. Okay? It's the energy flowing and centered through the nucleus within the brain and the body. That picture right there. Saturn is the divine timekeeper of the inner temple. The Christos is crystallized light in the spinal fluid or the spinal river of the body. This is why Saturn rules structure, bones, and memory, which is why when you awaken this node, in a nutshell, Saturn becomes your internal alchemist. It becomes your internal guide, no longer there to punish you like the strict father telling you to sit your ass down when you're doing too much. It becomes the subtle guide, giving you that push, telling you to keep going when you don't think you can. Now, Saturn is strict, but a fair guardian of the gates. He does not open doors unless you've earned it. Saturn is not evil, it is the strict father, the shadow most refuse to address. Saturn in ancient Kemet was personified as Set. Both are not evil. You see, Set is shadow mastery. Set was demonized after the Assyrian priesthood was infiltrated, but originally Set was a defender with Ra against a peep, which is the chaos inside of the duat. Set is the ego and the necessary shadow, not to be feared, but to be mastered, to be harnessed and learned how to be controlled. You have to understand you're in control. Ultimately, you have command. That's what Set was there for. Okay? Saturn and Set test you to find your internal Christ, which is why he was originally Horus Set, a dual deity. This is meant to sharpen your sword by forcing you through trial. The fight of Set and Horus was honestly symbolic for the balance between order and chaos, will and compassion. When you understand that Set is just the unconscious mind and the ego personified, Osiris is the subconscious mind, and Horus being the spirit or the soul. This is all a symbolic story telling you about the balance and the harmonization of the 72 hemispheres of your left and right brain, making you the crystal among the grid, activating your Christos oil along your spinal column, making you the ascended master.